Hey guys, this is Gabriel and we are seeing a custom match between Jeuce and Igor. Igor is going with a full faction for Swamp BG and Jeuce is going with the FFUD battle grab. Okay, Assassin as first deploy for Jeuce and Celebrim Nexus for Igor. I don't know if this is a very good choice because this assassin here we need to contest the font and the ping on the Nexus will unsteal it if just try to stealth the assassin. So let's see. Poison Elemental with Charge and Cloud. Immunity. And we get a Shadow Rake going top font. This is a very nice deploy because you are circumventing the downside of stasis because you wouldn't get in one turn that font either way. So in this case, when Shadow Break finishes his stasis, he's going to be able to reach the font at the same time that a normal unit. So a very good deploy. Here ping has 5 spaces range, so I will move the Nexus an extra space so you can get the assassin on the turn. So I think this positioning is a mistake. Okay, my War Frog. So this is going for the poison side of FS. You know, my War Frog has this hallucinogenic ability and poison burst. So it's very dangerous around poison clouds, especially if there are a poison charge in play. The damage sums up very fast. Also remember that the FS has the Foulest Mushroom that grants a poison cloud around it and also vulnerability for the opponent. Okay, what Igor did was to use the invoke to get stealth and assassinate on cooldown on this assassin. So this is, you know, a very frail melee unit now, which can steal, and he moved one step forward and now he can ping it. You know, it's only 4 damage, but he lost it last turn. Okay, now here we see the Shadow Rake reaching the font at the same time as a 6-speeder would. Here we got a Privateer that is here because of Slam mostly. And so it can combo with Poison Clouds to move champions across them. This is a nice build with a Summon Landmine. The cheaper option here is Explosive Attack. Depending on the battle group, I choose Explosive Attack because it's 5 less Nora, so the Privateer becomes a really cheap deploy. Okay, Jeuce is in a not so nice position because this type of assassin is very frail. It has easy target, it has only 1 defense and less than 40 HP, and he's going to have 4 less when the ping triggers on the turn, on the next turn. Okay, Mercenary. I mean, Assassin also cannot kill this Nexus because of one with Nora, so it will only be one hit before the immunity triggers. To deal with one with Nora, UD has a Minotaur's Docker, because the one with Nora also the voice shield effects go away with this spell, and it has the cleansing Bargain Flame ability. That's why Minotaur's Docker is very, very common in UD battlegrounds. Okay, Deeper Mercenary, a very cheap deploy that has Declare Hunted. Declare Hunted means that this champion will do 4 extra damage to champions that receive the effect. This, and it's transferable, so you have several Declare Hunted units. All the units that deal extra damage to all hunt champions, but most importantly, it tags the opponent. So tag grants this ability, Beset, that is a relocate for this champion. So it can grant you up to 3 extra AP to champ. Now what Igor is doing is the best thing to do is positioning his Nexus to jump to this font, because it's what you have to do with Nexus is a harasser. Okay, we got a Cloak of Long Knives, Equipment Assassin. So she hit and she shadow shifted. I guess around here is the logical way, because it needs to be outside ping range. And here we see that the Mind Siphon granted this Nexus easy target and 4 HP, that are the upgraded ability of the Deep Elf Assassin. Okay, he's contesting with the Shadow Rake, so maybe the assassin is out of the font, but I'm not sure. Where is it? Okay, here we got another damage type, which is very useful. And now the invoke triggers again, and this champion won't be able to drive for a long time. No other active abilities were affected. Okay, he got Vision and Initiative, which is nice, and now it can jump to the font, no problems. Okay, there is an assassin stealth around, we don't know where. The filler upgraded with Amplify Poison and Dot rank 1, very nice. Font of Restoration to top the Nexus again. So together with the Ration, this will be full HP in no time. And this font will be very hard to take back. Okay, let's see. Igor wants to push this Nefari Messenger, but if he uses Poison Burst here, he will move this way. Yes, exactly. He will have to move around this way for the Messenger to come this way and get extra labor damage. Okay, he moved the Mind Warp out of the way, and he is contesting with the Privateer that usually deploy the landmine to be safe from the Shadow Rake. And Marson. Maybe I would have moved the Defiler all the way around, because if this assassin is around here, you could have hit it with a privateer and get a bit of damage and removing the stealth. Maybe do something else, I don't know. Depends on the possibilities. Okay, now Jeuce needs to contest this font, and whatever is in the font will get pinged constantly, and if it's melee it won't be able to hit the Nexus because it will teleport back and forth without issue. But the assassin might be capturing this font right now because it has shadow shift, so you can jump and move a long way. Also she's a 7 speed I think, so surely he's around. Okay, there is the landmine, and the shadow break is moving both the same to get an attack and the lesser shadow break. I mean that's very dangerous stuff because you are right with the poison elemental. Okay, that was a Mindstorm to remove the AP and the damage. Nefari Resurrection for cool, so extra damage, but still not enough. The Mercenary Contesting there can kill the font, his multi-attack. Okay, he chose not to kill the font. I mean, this has a very large cooldown, it's not likely to use it again, but no, why not just attack it? You are not going to kill the Nexus either way. Okay, Privateer Captain with 6 speed, Ponderosa, and 4-5 range. It's really vulnerable to engagement because he's slow and he cannot move away and attack. That's why it's nice to have to work with the privateers in tandem, because the slam from one privateer can disengage another one and vice versa, so slam units work very well together. Okay, there is the mushroom, so this champion has vulnerability poison. There is an attack here from the Defiler, 12 plus amp. I don't know if there is a charge around. There is a cloud. Something weird happened with the pawn here. I don't know what. Okay, and my guess is that, this is what happens when you don't kill the font. This is a free turn of font contesting. Okay, the Revolt Infected is nice because it has poison charge and poison eater. So also he's very cheap, but he can damage himself and then walk in a poison cloud to heal himself back, which is very nice combo. You see here the poison elemental has only immunity poison, so each charge you are using it's eating away at his health, and you need an extra source to fill him back up. But the Revolt Infected has this luxury. Okay, sacrifice the Shadow Rake. You have 2 extra attacks on this Defiler. Okay, I guess his assassin is, as the assassin is in this font, must be around trying to assassinate the Cerebrum Nexus. Otherwise I don't know what's he doing. This is the best target, He was around. Okay, nice. Nice. Kill and contest. Yeah, this works. Well, I will have contested this one because nothing can reach down here. So I think that was a mistake. He used the Marco Show while still. It would have been better to just contest this font, you know, get a bit of Nora back. And you could have stealth next turn, no problem. Okay, the filler is dead. Privateer is contested, is engaged. Okay, cheap Bobbler with Season to kill the Nefari Resurrection. Two glow for Igor. Okay, let's see. Okay, the game turned around quite a bit. This is teleport rank Jeuce, so 2 extra spaces. 1, 2. This font is Igor's if he knows. Nice. You know, with the font mistakes and March song, the Nora game is the side of Igor, no doubt. Even if there was a sacrifice, but Igor got the gloves from that. So I think there is a clear Nora advantage for Igor. Here the cheap boulder can upgrade weighty or stasis, and I think the better option is stasis, because once stasis wears off, I mean, this champion is great. It's 8 speed, good stats, you know, it has stone barrage, but even if it's immediately useful with weighty, it makes her too slow, and you are burdened with it the whole match. We saw that there are several situations where it's nice to have a stasis champion. I mean, cheap boulder is weird because it has both seism and stasis, so you cannot really take advantage of those font capturing opportunities. But still, I think stasis is the superior choice. Okay, chose not to capture this font. He wants to consolidate his grip on mid font, I think. I mean, it would have been easy to contest and just wait the revolting Fentech to come down here and kill it, I guess. Okay, that's stone barrage. No, revolting effect, it shouldn't come down here into expose. And now he can pick up this glow, for example. I mean, it's not reasonable because it will be in range of the essential, but it will heal in the process, and it has this empowers defense, so it's 5 defense, so it's very nice. Okay, 2 fonts to 1. 4 champions to 3. There we see the healing and a bubble. Nice. Still, yes, it's good. Okay, Nexus. Moving from the font. Cheap border. Okay, assassinate on the sludge worm. Cool. You know, this is assassinate range 2 and it's triple damage, and debuff assassin with the cloak, that's 19, so it can kill almost everything of the game unless it has a resistant physical. Or maybe reflexes. Okay, another debuff mercenary, and now this champion is tag, and this can jump and get 2 attacks. Okay, because of the high defense, the bubble survive. Still, this champion isn't very threatening because it has low damage, low speed. It's basically only good to use poison charge, which you see here the power of hunt because declare hunt, because now this debuff mercenary attack for 4 extra damage this revolting Fentech, even if she wasn't the one that hunted this champion. So it's a very nice ability to have around. Okay, let's see. Okay, Chip Boulder cannot move in because otherwise melee specialist triggers, and he can only get 1 attack because it's 3 and 5 AP to move around here because of weighty. Need to deal with this assassin. And this font is pretty complicated spot. I mean, tag only works once, so he can delay things a bit with his fullest motion, beat 2 attacks. Okay, this is easy target, so it will hurt a lot. What happened there? A poison cloud. (23, 6). Okay, it's hard to pinpoint where the poison cloud is centered. In this case, it would be nice to center it in this place so the assassin cannot move 1 step towards the Lemsu and attack, then stealth and move away. Okay, he decided to just bolt out of there. I mean, it won't go far because it's poison, so we will know it at the end of the turn. But pretty sure it moved towards this font. Okay, I will deploy a wisp, poison burst, poison eater, and sabotage. Okay, he engaged with a chip boulder and moved the Nexus to ping. Okay, this has 10 damage left in the bubble protection. He's dead. Okay, Revolt Infected is gone, but now this mercenary is also gone because Chip Boulder gets 2 attacks. Okay, Debuff Scout. A bit more material, you know, maybe to record this font or force a deployment around. To disengage and get the glow, but it costs a bit of damage, but still this chip boulder has to kill. Okay, transfigure from Jeuce. Where was that? Huge sacrifice on the deep assassin that was going to die still, and deploy the informant. Informant must be here. Well, there are not a lot of choices. It's 100% here. Okay, Lensus moving. Here we know we have the situation of a mirror transfiguring. Where people usually don't let the opposing avatar to move freely towards the main engagement zone, because it grants a lot of advantage, so they transfigure right away. In this case it was more useful because it brought sacrifice out of cooldown, and he was able to salvage this deep elf assassin. The ability is this resurgence. Okay, mid font is stalled again. Igor still has 2 fonts to 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, just outside range. Pretty risky, because this, let's see, 0 defense, 14. Okay, this is a perfect kill if he moves the messenger to drive. Oh, well, I didn't saw any money. Crazy. But still, it was a huge mistake, I think, by Igor. He sacrificed it. In the scout alone would have been able to kill the Nexus. Here Igor deployed a Poison Oak. It's very nice. It has Hunter Poison, Dot, and this ability, Elemental Storm Poison. This is very nice when you get a couple poison charges working, but it doesn't stack. If you have several champions that meet the criteria near an opposing one, it just triggers once. So it will be probably too powerful if it's stacked, but this wording might lead you to delete that, but it's not the case. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is a dangerous position for a poison burst, because it gets a lot of lava damage. Yes, it's a lot of damage because of the positioning and the knockback. This map is okay. That ended. Okay, GG guys.